with Rich Frieder. He's the owner of LearningRx. We're here to talk about a little bit about LearningRx and the details on what makes it different. So what exactly, Rich, does LearningRx, how does it differ from normal tutoring?
We get that question all the time, Janet. What makes LearningRx different is that tutoring is basically, if a child struggles, you're providing more academic content for the student. Where LearningRx is different is we're what's called a cognitive skills training center, and we're answering the question, well, why is the student struggling in the first place? Why does the student even need tutoring? And usually it's because there's underlying cognitive skills, and those skills are things like attention, memory, processing, logic, visual processing, auditory processing, that aren't as strong as they need to be. And so there's a big difference between LearningRx and tutoring, because tutoring certainly isn't a bad thing to do. But usually what's happening is you're treating the symptom, and you're not getting to the root cause of why is the child struggling in the first place. So it tends to be more of a Band-Aid, and then it's a short-term benefit. The benefit of LearningRx is we're identifying the root cause of why the child is struggling, and then we're customizing a program to strengthen the skills that are weak, that are causing the issue, and helping students overcome the struggle. So if there's reading issues, organizational issues, attention, a lot of kids who have attention issues, math struggles, homework frustration, all of those test-taking issues, all of those struggles are usually due to an underlying cognitive skill weakness that school or tutoring doesn't affect. And that's why so many kids just stay doing tutoring year after year and are always playing academic catch-up and never really catching up to where their grade needs to be. Yeah.
That's great. And so after they're going through that program, the LearningRx training program, how does it stick? How would you say the longevity of the retention of it is?
Yeah, well, that's one of the biggest benefits of our LearningRx training is that gains that students achieve here stay with them throughout life. I mean, as long as there's not an injury or something after training. Because and the difference is, again, it's not providing academic content. It's changing the way a child or an adult's brain is functioning, creating stronger neural pathways and more synapses. And when you just then after training, when a child's just living normal life, the gains stay with them. So for example, let's say we strengthen an individual's long-term memory from the 30th to 70th percentile, which is really common with us, by the way. When we do follow-up assessments after that, it stays with the child. So in fact, we do an assessment up front that identifies the issue, an assessment at the end of the program to show the gains we get. But Janet, we also do an assessment a year plus after a student completes the program, and we have a 98% retention rate. So not only can you really get a big jump in skill to help your child get where they need to be, but then typically those gains stay with them throughout the rest of their academic career and into life, because these skills we're training are not just academic skills, they're life skills.
Wow, that sounds amazing, Rich. So can you tell our audience here what would the next steps be so that they can get more information exactly on how to learn a little bit more about your program?
So two ways you can do that. One is just give one of our centers a call, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you have or even send information out to you that you can review for yourself. The best way, though, honestly, is if you have a child that's struggling, the best first step is to take or give us a call and schedule an initial assessment. That initial assessment is usually $199. Right now, this time of year, we're offering it $100 off. It's only $99. It's a standardized assessment called the Woodcock-Johnson 3 Test of Cognitive Ability. So it's a standardized assessment that identifies that child's strengths and weaknesses compared to other kids their age, and that basically tells why the child is struggling and enables us to figure out the right program fit for them to overcome those struggles. So that's the best first step that a parent can take, is figure out what's happening. That's half the battle. Because usually you don't really know often why a child is struggling until you do that.
Great. Well, that's great information. What we will do, Rich, is we will put the information in the description on the YouTube video so that everybody can take advantage of that offer. Thanks a lot for your time, Rich.
Thanks, Janet. Appreciate it.
Thank you.